Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We are going down underground again. We will visit the crevice that leads into the salt tunnels. We will find our allies nearby. If those who don't recall, we sided with the Imperium versus either of the dragon houses. So the camp sits at the bottom of the ravine in eerie silence. Your allies are here waiting under the cover of the caves. We will descend into the tunnels with them. Once you do this, there is no going back. Aye aye. Salute. You begin the descent to the bottom of the crevice just like you did the first time, now followed by your allies. Everything is as it used to be, so the rogues Scathicness have either failed to find this place or did not care to collapse the chasm yet. Because of your previous experiences here, you instruct your allies to avoid the green stagnant ooze, as well as the damaged pipes. After taking a minute to get your bearings in the cave, you decide to lead everyone towards the excavation site. Your Imperial allies follow you into the tunnels. You lead the group along familiar corridors in the salt maze, headed towards the place where you believe you will find the Renegade's base of operations. Zashara, now clad in dark revealing silk and a cowl, is glad to take your lead in the tunnels. She is accompanied by 4 young, scandalously dressed women covered in grim symbols. Oh, the Nosferatus! That's cool. You have no doubt now that Zashara and her followers belong to the Nosferatus Sisterhood. Her squad looks like it can handle anything, made up of heavy-set enforcers, legionnaires, and priests who used to masquerade as bouncers and servants at the Salt Shaker. Holy, it's a whole crew. Zashara comments on far-reaching implications briefly upon first laying eyes on the structure, but she clearly does not wish to discuss it in depth. You have been wandering in the tunnels for half an hour when one of your companions signals to you. Something lies ahead. In spite of hearing them ahead of time, your team is unfortunate enough to run right into a pair of sentinels in the next cavern. The Renegade Dragon Guard leap up and draw their weapons, and you cannot close the gap fast enough. Ah, crap. One Dragon Guard opens his mouth the draconic shout, but then his gaze goes glassy, and he just stares at something. You follow his gaze and see that Zashara is whispering a chant while looking straight into the soldier's eyes. The other patrolman was similarly beguiled by the Nosferatus sisters accompanying her. The Imperial agents move in and quietly slit the Dragon Guard's throats. Oh, these people are badass. Zashara warns all of you to be careful from now on, because sentinels will be more and more common as you push further into the Renegade's territory. She's not wrong. Your advance into the tunnels beyond has you encounter 2 more such patrols, both of which are taken out quietly. Eventually you come upon the excavation site. This is where your luck finally runs out. Upon reaching the excavation site, one of your allies inadvertently wanders into a side corridor and triggers an alarm. Renegade Dragon Guard soldiers swarm out of the maze to attack you. As the fight ensues all around you, your companions rally to hold the chamber. You have your Imperial allies on your side too. Oh, okay. I kind of would prefer just like my crew here and now. But okay. I think I will... They got a mage back there, too. I think we should go with Gorgoro over Sidarius, because he can break armor, and we're gonna need... Well... Yeah, I mean, we'll need all the help we can get. So I think this will work. Hopefully Garrick will get a couple lucky shots off. And then we'll try to clear out this guy in front of the mage first. Drop that down. Don't burn me. Holy hell, that was lightning. I don't know why that scared me so bad. I should have expected something like this. Yeah, attack the dude who's not on my team. And then debuff all these guys. They blocked it. Oh, it still debuffed him, though. Okay, stab him? Alright, he's dead. Good. What are your moves? What is this? Smashing blow? Shield push? Shattering blow. Shatters armor. I like that. Break this dude's armor. Now, burn this fool. And then shoot him. Alright, he's still alive and he's gonna lightning me again. Perhaps? Oh no! He cast Might of the Flame. Now shoot him. Dang it! Garrick! Alright, he's dead now. Good. Break the armor some more? I don't think he has armor anymore. Yeah, attack my lackeys. I don't mind you beating them up. How about push this guy? I don't know if he can attack from the back row. He stepped onto the ward, you fool. What a goon. Alright, go ahead and reload, Garrick. Don't miss next time. Burn. I'm trying to kill the guy that can damage my people. If they attack these guys, that's fine by me. Smack them. I like that they keep attacking the guy with the most armor. Assuming the guy with the big shield has the most armor. Maybe that's not true. Many of the Renegade Scythicness are slain. They must have mistaken your team for another random group to wander into the tunnels and paid a heavy price for it. Your allies held their own while you were engulfed in battle. Now, however, the Renegade lieutenants are rallying and organizing their ranks and begin marching down the tunnels towards your position to overwhelm you. This engagement is sure to decide the fate of your operation here. You are joined again by your Imperial allies. Oh, new people and a sister. Oh, you know what? You know what, Garrick, you're out. I'd rather have a sister of battle than a dwarf who can't hit anything. How you doing, Krifta? I can't quite see your HP behind Gorgoro. 10 out of 15 is not great. Maybe we should throw Garrick out there. Yeah. All right. We'll give Krifta a little bit of a break. All right. Throw down your wards. Now, shoot the middleman. Yes. Thank you, Garrick. All right. What does she do? We got a stab move. She's in the back row, so that's not going to work. Blood Curse. To bleed from all orifices while shaking uncontrollably. It immobilizes, steals life force from a foe, and grants it to an ally. Nobody's hurt yet. Seduction reduces accuracy and reduces initiative. So maybe we should do that on one of the dragon mages? That work? I can't tell. He resisted it! Rude! Alright, now she's got to use her life tap. Oh, thank God he dodged the missile. Oh, what's this move? Legionnaire Captain. Formations? Resistance all block and attack. Or accuracy. Only one person. But I'll buff Gorgoro. Yeah, you keep tanking. Now break more of their armor. And then Gorgoro, you stab him to death. Yes! And he didn't get to go a second time. Fantastic. Burn? Duck? Nope, he did something else. Break this guy's armor now. Excuse me? Oh wait, you can only attack this guy. Oh, I should have attacked the mage in the middle. I'm dumb. Debuff the mages? You only got one of them. Alright, life tap. And then give it to Gorgoro. You got 1 damage. Stab this guy. Oh, crit for 6. Fantastic news. I've been lightninged. You missed with your missile, though. Oh, your friend lived, but he might burn to death. And good block. He didn't burn to death. He resisted the flames. This is risky. Do we go for it? I think we have other people that can kill him, so let's go ahead and reload Garrick. Tap this guy to death, and give it to your buddy. He's gone. Man, they're strong. I hated fighting against them, but it's great having them on my team. Smack a guy? Oh, for 7! You fools. I probably should have brought somebody other than Nadir, now that I think about it. Yeah, come to the front so I can stab you a bunch. And now he's gone. Because these guys all seem to have, like, fire resistance. Although, I don't know who I would have brought instead. Dead. Burn. Smack him with your mace. He's thinking about his life. Life tap him. And give it to Gorgoro. Whoops. Gorgoro's missing 1 HP, so our people are all back to full health, I think. Unless Garrick got hurt. He did get hurt. I should have given that to Garrick. I apologize, my dwarven friend. That's okay. He's a tough bugger. The battle goes well against the renegades, but then suddenly a powerful explosion shakes the cavern. This guy's an explosion mage. An unseen force picks you up and throws you 10 feet. You can see the renegade mage behind his troops now, waving his hands frantically to summon his magic, which strikes out of the tunnel like an angry storm of pure arcane force. His spells kill several of your allies and severally wound Zashara, while his sorcerer's shield stops any harm. But it is too late. That is a confusing sentence. The Renegade's advance has been halted, and their warriors are lying wounded or dead all around the excavation site. This victory could not have been possible if not for the element of surprise and the chance to hold their superior numbers in tunnels and choke points. Perhaps the Renegade mage could turn the tables, but then you hear draconic roars of battle echo down the tunnels as the force loyal to the Scythicness Covenant arrives. Seeing his defeat, oh, that's right, we told on him. Seeing his defeat, the mage utters a few words of power and anger and disappears in a flash of light. You have to follow their leader, Zashara whispers, kneeling and holding her side in pain. Get the documents and research materials before the Scythicness capture us all. Go now. He must have an inner sanctum. That is where he must be. Is she gonna die? Oh no! Oh wait, she's being tended to her wounds. Zashara collapses and is unable to speak as Nosferatu's sister begins to tend her wounds by stealing the life force of a dying renegade soldier. Afraid that the mage might escape justice, you gather your companions and rush through the tunnels in the direction where the renegade's opposition was the toughest. Only a few Imperial agents join you. You manage to reach the renegade's base of operations. The base of operations of the Renegade Scythicness is a series of orderly tunnels and chambers carved out of the salt, crisscrossed by bronze pipes and other parts of the ancient stone structure. The place is fairly deserted thanks to the underground battle and the subsequent evacuation effort. It does not take long to locate the laboratory. The arcane machinery leads you there. The tunnels here rumble with the structure's heartbeat, and before you could enter the inner chamber, you are confronted by the Renegade's honor guard. Korthan! Hurry up! They're here! The captain of the Renegade Guards yells and draws his sword. Time to face the enemy's last line of defense. Luckily, some of your Imperial allies have caught up to you. Sweet. Can I put you at the front? Where you currently are is not great. I don't think I can move these guys. Can I? Nope. Alright, well. Gorgoro, you can go there. Sidarius, I guess this guy will just be like for moral support. And then, do we bring Nadir? Maybe we bring Krifta this time, since she's got armor penetration on her shots. And the sister can like heal her up. Alright, the plan is punch through the blue dragon guard and get to the mage as fast as possible. Thank you for the healing. Oh, you're dead. You're dead, son. Bane this fool? I don't think it worked. Resisted the magic effect. Alright, no longer am I gonna try to manipulate their minds. It doesn't seem to work very well. Holy crap. No, my mage! She's at the front! You, get to the front, sir. That's not where she belongs. Thank you. Alright. One of the other dragon guards has stepped up. Alright, Sidarius, buff yourself, and then just start wailing on this one guy in the middle. Alright, break this guy's armor now. 2 crits from Gorgoro is fantastic. Invoking the flame. Lightning ball? Nope, might of the flame. Maybe I can kill this guy? Good luck, sir. Stab him. Haha! Oh, it's this guy who has the second action. Krifta, try to kill the mage. He's exposed. Tap him. And heal your buddy. Oh, crit for 1. What an amazing critical hit. Oh, crit for 11. Here comes a lightning ball. And you missed me. The noise that makes is actually pretty neat. Stop jumping in front of your buddy. I'll break your armor now. And then stab you. Oh man, this guy's tough. He is the captain. Does make sense. Well, he's dead now. I'll just bane this fool. I don't know if I can actually get him. He resisted it again. I guess what I should have done is I should have switched Sidarius with the shield boy. He's thinking. Oh, okay. That's very bold of him to step right into the front middle. Immediately dies. Maybe he just wanted to get it over with, you know? With its guardians fallen, you enter the innermost chamber, which turns out to be a gigantic cavern carved into the salt. Most of the roof and walls are occupied by parts of a complex contraption of metal gears, pipes, tanks, stonework, and glass, all covered in ruins. Across the entrance is a raised dais where a field laboratory has been set up around the control panels of this machine. Already, the structure seems to be under duress, with pipes creaking and low rumbles coming from behind the salt walls. The mage called Kortharn is at the heart of the machine's controlling mechanism. Only a stone's throw away across the cavern, he is in the process of gathering documents, tablets, and magical trinkets from the many tables on the dais. His cold, collected demeanor is gone, and he looks like he is about to explode in rage as he is frantically sweeping the equipment into a sack. He notices you almost right away and stops what he is doing. "Ah, the Vagrus," he hisses with venomous contempt, "the architect of my downfall. But this is where your interference ends. You shall not unlock the secrets of the great machine, unworthy as you are." With a single word of power and a motion of his hands, Kortharn raises a magical shield that cuts you off from the back half of the chamber. Your allies advance on him nonetheless, but the mage casts a spell that creates an explosion of unseen force, throwing you back and breaking the bones of several of your allies. Dude, this guy is unstoppable. "Pests," Kortharn says derisively and steps to one of the great control panels on the dais. "And pests have to be exterminated in a conflagration of death and destruction." He starts to manipulate switches and buttons. The great machine begins to shake almost immediately. Pipes whistle as if about to burst, stone cracks, and ruins flash in crimson. Just what exactly is Kortharn trying to accomplish here? Observe the machine? The arcane scrying confirms your suspicion that the magical barrier is unbelievably strong. It has a strange connection to the machine, as if drawing power from it somehow, which could explain its level of strength. Some sorcerers are known to possess methods of siphoning magical energies from a variety of sources. This does not change the fact that you cannot penetrate the barrier. Okay, I was wondering if charging him was a bad idea. I mean, we've got to throw a bomb at the machine because Garrick wants to, right? I cast bomb. Bomb has been cast. Although you are aware of how insane Garrick's proposal is, you know that you are quickly running out of options, so you give him permission. The dwarf throws a bag of gunpowder onto a mass of pipes and raises his gun to shoot it. "No!" Kortharn screams when he sees what is about to happen. Garrick fires his pistol. He hits the bag, which explodes, bursting a pair of pipes open. Pieces of metal and sprays of hot acid fly everywhere. This sets off a chain reaction. Pipes and tanks burst all over the machine, wreaking havoc in the blink of an eye. You're tossed on the ground by the force, but the acid is too far away to cause any damage to your team. Kortharn is not so lucky. A spray of scorching acid strikes the mage square in his chest and splashes on his face, knocking him off his feet. His cry of pain is so shrill and loud that you can hear it over the noise of the exploding machine. His magical barrier dissipates, and once the series of detonations cease, you can see that Kortharn is barely moving under the rubble. With the shields down, you move in on the fallen mage. You step on the dais, which is partially covered in debris from the exploding parts of the great machine. The fumes of the acidic ooze hang heavy in the air. Kortharn is lying under a pile of rubble. Half his body is burned and his flesh and skin stripped off of most of his chest, as well as his right leg and right side of his face. His right arm is a stump of ruined flesh and viscera. Wow! This poor man. I mean, he did try to kill me, so it is a terrible way to go. In another life, he also actually killed me. He raises his remaining hand to cast a spell, but you simply step on his wrist and keep it on the ground. "Well, why have you come back to this place?" He manages with great effort, agony shaking his body as his gaze becomes glassy. In a moment, he is dead. Oh, we didn't even have to fight him. We just blew him up. Whatever he was doing with the controls, he could not complete it, and the machine slowly settles down and the rumbling ceases. You take a look around the laboratory. We gained acid lungs on our companions. With Kortharn dead, you have some time to take a peek at all the documents lying around the dais and the stone tables that serve as control panels. A quick look at the drawings, logs, and journals paints a fairly accurate picture of the Great Machine, or as it is called here, the Prime Artifact. The documents confirm that the structure reaches to the far ends of the Bryn Mawr. It looks like a nasty black, many-legged trapdoor spider lying in wait under the salt. The documents reveal how Corthan's contingent believed that the ancients had built the Prime Artifact to harness the waters of the Twin Basins as a cooling fluid for some cyclopean system of contraptions. With the calamity, the process was corrupted and the structure damaged, its malfunction birthing the ooze that flows in its many pipes and eventually surfaced all around Bryn Mawr. There is a peculiar note at the bottom of some blueprints. The last round of testing makes it clear without a shadow of a doubt that the reversed operation with the administered modifications can produce a power surge, albeit at a reduced rate. Output will be enough to reach unprecedented levels. Accelerated flooding of the viscous fluid, variant C, rapid quakes, and harmful energy radiation are certain to escalate following the extensive testing. Expected fatality rate is 30 to 45%. Further tests required to assess the sustainability of process K. Oh, the K, that's Corthan. The sustainability of the process. The blueprints seem to detail a series of modifications and hasty repairs that would essentially reverse the machine's original operation, so that it generates arcane power by circulating and heating the ooze. This would explain the seemingly unlimited magical energies at Corthan's command, along with the more rapid emergence of the stagnant liquid all over the basin of late. You're about to observe the control panel when you hear noises. Someone is approaching. You give it... we gain some insight. You give the order for your companions to get ready for another fight, but it is your Imperial allies who emerge from the tunnel. Thank goodness. Zashara appears with the remainder of her contingent and hurries to the dais. The Imperials cannot help but gaze in awe at the more or less inert machine that occupies most of the cavern. Zashara herself is clearly impressed, but there is a hint of anger in her demeanor. You also notice that she looks unharmed now. Perhaps she siphoned life force from her enemies, as you've seen her being capable of. She commands her henchmen to secure the documents and research materials, then walks up to you. Unbelievable that the accursed reptiles have been sitting on such a secret all this time. Built by our imperial ancestors, no doubt, and now the worms dare to put their filthy paws on this wonder. I almost wish we could sabotage it, but something tells me we would not survive it either. She shakes her head in disappointment. One of her henchmen reports that everything that could be moved has been taken. Very well. As much as I'd like to stay and see what this work of the ancients does, we should be going. The renegades were decimated by the alerted loyalists' thickness, and the latter bunch will show up here shortly after finishing their cleanup. Zashara signals for her followers to leave. Come, Vagrus. We will celebrate this victory once we make it back to the surface safely and undiscovered. You flee into the maze of tunnels with your Imperial allies. The next half an hour is a blur of running down tunnels in the salt, trying to keep up with Zashara's contingent, and looking over your shoulder to see if the Covenant soldiers are pursuing you or not. With a combination of luck and skill, you get back to the crevice unharmed, and ascend using ropes. Once above ground, you finally take a breather, and thank fate for your good fortune. This operation was way too risky, and you return to your comitatus without serious harm. Zashara joins you while her people are making ready to depart, just like your commies are. A resounding success, Vagrus, she says in her silky voice. I am most impressed with you and your trusty companions. We got what we came for, and more. These documents and research materials will aid our scholars in the Empire to figure out exactly what this magnificent machine does, and perhaps even what the reptiles were trying to achieve here. You may even be serious there may even be serious diplomatic repercussions for our sabotage. But worry not, the dragons are not the wiser, and we left no witnesses. She hands you a dark pouch filled with silver coins, along with some magical and mundane jewelry. That is all I have left, Zashara confides, having thrown her dark cowl back now. Well, at least what my group does not need to be able to get back to the Empire. We shall take this to the right people, but your name shall be mentioned in the right circles. Don't worry. Your service to the Empire shall be known, Vagrus. But please, do not mention anything about the operation or the machine to other parties. We wouldn't want to be sending assassins after you, now would we? Her beautiful but cruel smile tells you that she and her associates would do anything to keep this matter silent. Don't be so shocked, Vagrus, she adds. You know that I have to make sure what we did down there stays unknown, at least for the time being. But
I'm sure it won't come to that if you keep your mouth shut. As for us, this is goodbye. My cover is now officially blown, and I shall be reassigned elsewhere. May the Triumvirate give you strength, Vagrus. Zashar then gathers her team and disappears into the blinding whiteness of the Bryn Mawr. Naturally, your Komis, who are eager to hear about what happened below ground. You tell them as much as you can, leaving out the parts you vowed to keep a secret. Mostly, you just want to rest somewhere after all that has happened. You are glad it is over now. We got rare jewelry, lots of rep with the churches, ring of leeching. That's a good one for mages. I actually took my ring of leeching off of Nadir recently, and I gave her like the bone wand or something. I should look. And then we got a bloodstone. 12 bros, lost all our movement. Let's take a look at what I have on my companions right now. Oh, that's right. So I took off this is the upgraded crown of a Carrion. It seems just like way better. I took off the ring of leeching because all it does is give you power. And she's got 12. Like, if we get through to the and regenerates 1 per turn. If we get through a battle and she runs out of power, like, I feel like things have gone horribly wrong. But this gives you crit, magic resistance, all resistance, initiative, penetration, spells, channeling, conduit. It just seems really, really good for a mage. So, that's why I took off the ring of leeching. I don't think... Like, I had a bloodstone on Eilani, but I switched it out for an amulet, or the Dragonstone of Clairvoyance. And then, yeah, the bloodstone just gives you resistance, bleed and poison resistance, plus vitality. What was the other thing we got? Oh, it was the ring of leeching. So we have 2 of those now? Excuse me? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's just 1 arcane leech. I don't know if that's super useful. We only have 1 mage on our team anyway. Okay, well, let's rest. Rest up, team. We could force... Well, we'll just rest up. I was going to say, we could force march our way back to Salem. But seems unnecessary. Inspect. You think people are pissed off? They probably... They wouldn't know. I was like, do you think people are mad at me for helping the Empire? I think we'll pause the episode there. It's a little early, but not too bad. Next time we will pick up. I think I will go to Devon, and then Avernum. And basically the plan is next time to set up to start converting over to the Yurg, because we still need to set up our Yurg trading post in Avernum and Devon, and then when we've done that, we can make our way back to Larnak, and then maybe we pop into the Forsaken Colony, drop off some of the stuff that the ogres like, and yeah, we'll see where the episode takes us. But for now, if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus the Riven Realms, I forgot the name of the game, or other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel, make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!